Hi, it's Kim again. Back a week later with an update. Everything is pretty much the same. As you can see, the hydrangeas have really opened up since last week. Already getting some pink on them. Show you, try not to make you sick here. Already turning color. Let's see what else is new. Daylilies are going over. Just about done. Have some new lilies that are blooming. The ones that the moles or voles moved. Maybe I'll do this from the other side this week. Still no dahlias really to speak of. It's the white. Beautiful smell. Very fragrant. Fragrant lilies. Probably you'll see my shadow from this side. Coming further up the walkway, you can see the French vanilla hardy hibiscus is getting closer to blooming. They usually bloom in August. That's a dahlia right there. Still hasn't really taken off yet. Gladiola coming up from last year's the spiky foliage. I believe that one is a green color. The drumstick alliums are going over. They're about done. Some more dahlias. Still tiny. Liatris getting ready to bloom. Coming further up the walkway. Nothing much new. The gladiolas, these gladiolas are getting ready to bloom. Got their bloom stalks on them now. Still have the Stand By Me bush clematis, still blooming. And another big dahlia that will hopefully bloom soon. Queen of Sweden rose right here, and a pink zinnia showing through. Made a change here this week. Moved that pink and purple hydrangea. That is Proven Winners Let's Dance Can Do. It is supposed to bloom on old and new wood. This is the second year I've owned that hydrangea, but I moved it just this morning into that spot I had there. So we'll see. It's beautiful. It's purple and pink. Depends on the color of your soil. I apologize for the fan in the window making the noise. This is the other side, the closed bed, the bed that's hard to access. Didn't really go over many of the flowers in there. I have Brunnera, I have another hydrangea there I don't know the name of. Another one that blooms on old wood only. This one on the other side that I just transplanted blooms on old and new wood. So hopefully, even if we have a harsh winter and it's a zone 4, hopefully that one's gonna bloom anyway. I really do need to get close, because that is like beautiful. So this one only blooms, I think there's 3 here, only bloom on old wood. Tried to put the protection over them last winter, but it doesn't look like those 2 are gonna bloom. This one has 2 blooms on it that are supposed to be blue or purple. We will see. I did plant a new hosta that's underneath there. It's a blue one. Gets really large, but it's tiny, just a tiny start down in there. I wanted it to mirror the big blue one that's buried over there. You can't hardly see it. This bush here that's turning yellow is bleeding hearts. They are done. They're a spring bloomer. They don't like heat very much, so that will continue to die back. My flopping hollyhock, that is not, again, not my favorite color. It blends in too much with the house. It would stand out nice with the hydrangea if it was actually near the hydrangea. And maybe eventually I will get in there and I should tack it up against the wall there so that it doesn't flop out in the middle of the bed. I have 2 stalks, that one and that one. That's the smaller one. But again, I'd be tacking it against the dark house and it wouldn't show up very well. I have more hostas back there. More gladiolas. I have this down here is a ground cover called lamium, or dead nettle. It's got purple flowers. It's doing exactly, I planted 3 plants in there, so it definitely does its thing as far as ground cover goes. Since you look down in this bed, I got tired of trying to pull weeds, because as we know, I don't pull weeds. So the ground cover was the answer for me. I've got some other things in this bed. I have a Spinderella hardy hibiscus. I have some more gladiolas. So yeah, gladiolas. We've got some David Austin roses. These ones in here for the most part are yellow. On the outside of this fence, I have growing some clematis and some purple bellvine. It's growing all along. It hasn't flowered yet. There's a leftover David Austin rose there. It's more of that ground cover. I'm curious to see if it's going to grow underneath the walkway all the way to the other side. I hope not, but we'll see. That is a little solar panel for my Little water feature. Some clematis that I just let grow out along top of everything. It's got several different colors, as you can see. It starts off the dark. Those are seed heads of ones that are done blooming. And then that one has just emerged. And then they lighten up and double up like that. That's my favorite one so far. The other clematis I have growing over here, I got 3 flowers on this year. It might not appreciate being drowned out by all the other plants. This one though made it out on top of everything. There's the hosta that I'm not a fan of, but it stays because it's huge, and if I pull that out, and it's very ratty looking right now. If I pull that out, there's gonna be a huge hole there, so I'll probably wait until there's something big enough to fill that hole with. Hopefully this blue one is gonna get massive there eventually. And that's the thing about planting. When I start with something so little you can't even see it, sometimes it's discouraging, but then there's the aspect of the excitement of watching something grow and mature as well. So we'll see. Some more of my Christmas plants that I've stuck in this bed that will go in the house when the weather starts to cool. So that is the front of the house. Nothing really changed in that bed. I just kind of skipped over it quickly in the last video. Something else I did today was change the window box. I apologize, the fan is on. Saving a buck, not running the air conditioner yet. So I'll see if I can put a clip of what it looked like before. But basically these two coleus that are in the center were on the outside. And there was a blue little mouse ears hosta in the center. Let's see if I can just get a clip here of what it looks like now. I like the centerpiece to be, the high point to be in the middle. And that mouse ears wasn't going to cut it. Only thing is I like for there to be a perennial there, not an annual. Those coleus are an annual. These are supposed to, the Haconocloa grasses, supposed to be perennial. We'll see. Again, this is a house plant. That'll go in. See. Also new this week are some lilies. I want to say that's Stargazer. Also a beautiful smelling lily that quite honestly is getting buried by the hydrangea. Didn't even know it was there till it bloomed. Also a very fragrant one. Love the hot pink color though against the limelight hydrangea. It's Beautiful contrast. You can see how that limelight starts to bloom. This one is one of the later blooming hydrangeas, so it's a little bit behind the strawberry vanilla. This plant is probably at least 6 feet. And the panicles on these are huge. I added some plants underneath the tree, planning for when this spot is going to be full shade. I planted some lemony lace elderberries. 3 of them. One there, one there, and one there. So they're gonna grow to probably, I think, I don't have the stats. They're a Proven Winners plant as well. I think they're gonna get a good 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. Make a nice contrast with the dark colored leaves of this tree. And eventually these roses, I've got like 5 roses there, are gonna have to come out because they're just not gonna get enough sun. So we got that change going on this week. We got some new daylilies blooming. Don't know the names. Might be down in there somewhere. I didn't even realize that daylily was in there until it started to bloom. And we got this daylily. Nothing open today, really. Another purple. That one that I'm not a huge fan of. It's just too much of an orange yellow. That one's called Music something. We got that. You can hear the chickens. I actually did a little weeding, but quickly got annoyed. I really hate weeding. Don't think there's anything new going on here. Oh, I got some new roses. Some Ambridge rose. They're an apricot color. An awesome smell as well. There's another new daylily blooming. And then I moved that blue mouse ears hosta over here along the edge. I don't know if it'll stay there forever, but it's there for now. It's cute. I have no problems with it other than the fact that it actually stays too small. I think the highest it grows is 8 inches. Which would make it good for a container, but not where I had it. I see the container way too often. It would annoy me. I bent some of these over so that the seeds would fall on the ground. And I deadheaded the flowers off of this hosta. This, my hibiscus, my favorite ones, are getting huge. I know it's hard to see, but they are, they would be at least level with my chin, so a good 4 feet high they are. Can't wait for them to flower. Same with this hardy hibiscus. Can't wait to show you the flowers. This rose is blooming a lot. Still a little bit underwhelmed with the fact that it grows so close to the ground. Needs to put forth a better effort. Okay. I think that's it for the updates for this week. The end of July, last day in July. See you next week if there's updates. Bye for now.